Hello, thank you for joining again. In this video we're going to talk about changing from the standard head to the art head, and at the same time I'm going to switch it from Scotch to Irish. And so I'm going to try to kill two birds with one stone. Again, either of these configurations can be run in Scotch or Irish. I'm just changing the head and changing the configuration at the same time. So to start off, we need to remove this head. Although that was covered in another video, I won't go into a whole lot of detail here, but this is how quick it is. And out with the old. The drive belt I usually store like that, and that way I don't get them mixed up. They are different sizes, but that way each is to its own. So here's my art head, my art bobbin, and you see the art belt that I have stored here. So I'm going to take this belt off, and now if we were in Scotch I would put it up here, but since we're switching to Irish I'm going to go ahead and lay it over there. What I'm going to do to switch before I install the art head, I'm going to go ahead and move the motor to the other side for Irish. And so the first step in that is unplugging it. There's a little bit of slack here and a red plug. And so I'm just going to give that a little tug. Now that's loose. Now to get the motor free, it just basically clamps on kind of with pressure from underneath. And so just use both your thumbs on either side and pop it out. And once you got one side out, you can twist the other side out very easily. Turn the motor around. Get it roughly in position. We'll fine tune it later. And we'll go ahead and pull the slack out. We wrap some of that around here. And we're plugged back in. Now we have to install the art flyer. I guess an art bobbin would be nice on it as well. Alright. Now we will untie our tension belt. From here, and we're going to move it up to here, and this will let you see exactly how I actually attach it to the cleat here. And so we've got a spring, section of rat tail, the knob, the stalk. And what we'll do is we'll take a loop down here at the bottom, double strand it, sharpen it up there a little bit, and we're going to poke it through a hole in the middle of the cleat here. Okay, so now we've pushed a loop through. We're going to take that loop and we're going to drape it over the ears of the cleat and pull our tension out. Pull that slack out. And that's how we've tied down, just roughly. Now that won't be exactly the right length, but we can fine tune it and adjust it later. So I'll turn it around. Also note there's a hole in the center of face here, and so that's a really easy point to be able to use your fingers to be able to pick it up and maneuver it. So we'll turn it around. Drape this over. Insert it at the top edge here. Push with your thumb, get it started, snap it in. So now that this is installed, the spring's caught there. We turn it around, and we're going to take that slack out. And so I grab a couple of the ears from this side, and there we go. Now that's as easy as setting the tension back up. Now let's talk about the drive belt back here. So there's two sizes of drive belt that are included. And one's the higher speed that fits this whirl, and one's the lower speed. And this is the lower speed belt. And so we'll put it on that whirl and then roll it around the pulley on the motor. And then we'll just kind of visually inspect. You can see the motor's a little far back because it's actually touching the disc here. And so we'll scoot the motor until we get a nice, clean, parallel line from the belt to the back frame here. Or at least close. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's it. Now we have the art head that we would need to thread our leader through. But it's set up in Scotch, and we're spinning art yarn now. Thank you very much.